Like, it's cool that you watching us on, watch brothers on YouTube, but you gotta go study yourself, man.
Study to show thyself approved.
Study, show yourself approved, because what if a person comes to you with a question, and how you gonna be able to answer that person, man?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you may turn that person off from the truth. He may see you the fringes, he like, hey, brother, let me ask you a question, and you don't got the answer to it. Now he may turn off that's a soul you could have reeled in.
Right.
Now, he back lost to the wilderness, man.
That's right.
But it's precept on that. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 28.
Come.
The heart of the righteous studieth to answer. By the mouth of the wicked pour out evil things. Because we study to answer, man.
That's right.
And to also you study that way when Esau comes with these doctrines, you be like, nah, they don't say that. I know exactly where to go to, where to prove that I'm right.
And not just any knowledge, but the knowledge of the Bible. Because Esau got his knowledge, man. Which that's why I was gonna tell you to get 1 Timothy 6:20, man, because that his knowledge is polluted, man.
You said 1 Timothy 4:20?
1 Timothy 6:20. So like, Jay know how to measure grams and shit. You know what I'm saying? Kilos, 8 balls, and being wicked. You know what I'm saying? That goes into chemistry, right? Science, right?
Sorcery.
Yeah, sorcery and witchcraft.
It's the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 20.
Done.
O Timothy, keep that which you committed to thy trust.
That's right.
Avoiding profane and vain babble in opposition of science falsely so called.
Right, so opposition of science falsely so called, man. So called science, man. The word science means the study of. But if you dealing with Esau study, you off, man. You going into something else, man. It's science to everything, man.
And vain babbling, man. I mean, worrying about things that ain't got nothing to do with the word.
And that also goes into like trying to sound smarter than what you is.
God. Saying too much more than you know what I'm saying. And that goes like the Hebrew. If you study the Hebrew language, the Hebrew language is plain and direct.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying? It's not no.
Right, it ain't deep, like, it ain't too deep. Because Hebrew is easy to study when you think about it. Because when the white Jews say Shema, we know that's Shema. You know what I'm saying? When the Bible says Shema Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allah Hayanawa, you know what I'm saying? Yahweh Akkad. That's the Hebrew.
That goes into that Muslim jail spirit, brother. See, brother, as you can see, my brother, he's trying to sound too intelligent.
Right.
And you ask him, you like, bro, you didn't even answer my question. You know, that's how the Christian, the pastor, he sound good.
But he ain't talking about
nothing. He ain't talking about nothing. Like Farrakhan, he sound good when he speak, but what the hell is he talking about?
And he teach Scientology now. You know what I'm saying?
That's off.
That's going into some other
false knowledge. How you supposed to claim Islam, but you're teaching the Bible and you're making to my Scientology? Right. And you wearing the suit and the tie. You hate the white man, but you're wearing the white man's attire.
Right. If you're not the oppressor.
God. You got a bow tie on. That's the only change. Instead of a long tie, you got a bow tie, but you still got the white man's apparel. But you say that the white man's the devil. What kind of oxymoron that is, man? You know what I'm saying? If I know if I hate Asian people, why would I wear clothes that Asians wear?
Right. Asian clothes.
See me with that don't make sense.
But they shoes on them shoes that they wear.
If I hate Muslims, why I'm wearing a damn long gown with a damn towel on my head? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
They stole from us. They got us trying to be like them, man. That's backwards, man. You got a precept?
Nah.
Get Hebrews on, what's that, 13:9? See what that say real quick, man. Hey, for Jake, man, you gotta love to come out here to teach, man. For real. Just the icing on the cake, man. Because once you get the truth, you might be nervous, you know what I'm saying? And you like, damn, how am I going out there and teach? But you gotta let the Most High put that spirit in you and just let it flow, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, man.
You gotta say that, man. Some of you, what particular verse that is when he said, don't worry about what to say, for I put my words in my spirit. Give you the spirit to what to say.
Yeah, come. Hey, I got a phone call. Hey, Shalom, man.
Yeah, but like to let me back on what the brother said, man, like
I was trying to sit down.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 9. Be not carried about with diverse and strange doctrines.
That's right.
For it's a good thing that the heart be established with grace, not with meats, which have not profited them that have been occupied therein.
Right, and that goes into the burnt offering, man. Not with meats, man. But grace because of Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying?
And them damn doctrines, man.
Yep.
False Islam and all this, and this damn Esau is the Arab doctrine. The flat earth. Like, even if the earth was flat, oh well, who cares?
Right,
you know
right.
Like,
it's not gonna get you salvation.
Like, you keeping the laws, are you keeping the laws, statutes, commandments?
Right, that's what it's all about, man.
You worry about the earth flat, but you eating a damn pork sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Yeah, Proverbs 14 and 15. Yeah, man. Israel, we got a lot to do, man. We got a lot of work to do. We almost there, but we got to keep it pushing, man. We got to keep the ball rolling.
Book of Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15.
Gun.
The simple believe every word.
Right, because somebody might believe that the earth is flat. Or they might believe that, better yet, Esau's the Arabs, man.
But the prudent man looketh well to his going.
That's right.
A wise man feareth and departed from evil, but the fool rage in his confidence. That's enough for that.
Yeah, that's
as simple as that, bro.
Yeah. Self-explanatory.
You know, people that believe everything. Believe because the white man told me. Like, nah.
Right.
CNN said it, it must be real.
And that's what's gonna get a lot of them murdered. You know what I'm saying?
What CNN said. Caucasian News Network said.
Yeah, they gotta get it right, man.
Man. You can't believe everything, man.
Get Philippians 2 and 5. Man. Got the Hebrew Summit, gonna be in Chicago this year. Praise to Yahweh Shai.
It's the book of Philippians chapter 2 verse 5. Lest this mind be in you, which also in Mashiach Yahweh Shai, who being formed of Yahweh, thought it not robbery to be equal with Yahweh.
Right.
But made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. And being found in a fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross.
Right, so when they say he found it not robbery to be equal to Yahweh, it's not to say he's Yahweh, it's just saying that he was on one accord with Yahweh, because he is the son of Yahweh. You see
what I'm also saying, like, he could have been like, I'm the king. But the most Christ is going to
be more humble than that, you know?
He washed his servant's feet. He washed Peter's feet. That shows the humility that Christ had. You got a lot of brothers out here, man, even in the truth, man, thinking they high and above everybody, bro.
Right. Hey, get on John chapter 10, verse 34. Yeah, they do that, man. And some of them might think that they equal with Yahweh Shai. But they ain't wash nobody's feet, though, you know what I'm saying?
Ask him to wash your brother's feet, he gonna look at you, buddy.
But they ain't get hit in the face by the elder, because Yahweh Shai got punched in the face too, man. The stuff that he out there doing, they don't want to do that though. They ain't want to get them nails put in their hands. You know? Even though Yahweh Shai said that we was gonna do greater things than him, but you gotta give respect to what respect is due. You know what I'm saying?
And check that out, we the real Jews, go to the Bible. You said 10 and 34?
Yeah,
The book of St. John, chapter 10, verse 34.
Okay, it goes back to what when it say Yahweh Shai, he thought it not robbery to be equal with Yahweh, with God, right? He's gonna go into that.
Yahweh Shai answered them and said, is it not written in your law? I said, ye are gods.
Right.
And if he called them gods, unto whom the word of Yahweh came, and the scriptures cannot be broken.
That's right. So that's Yasha Allah. He is the prince of the power. You know what I'm saying? Get that again.
It's the book of St. John, chapter 10, verse 34. Yahweh Shai answered them, is it not written in your law? I said, ye are gods. And if he called them gods, unto whom the word of Yahweh came, and the scriptures cannot be broken.
That's right.
Say ye are him whom the Father has sanctified and sent into the world, thou blasphemous, because I said I am the Son of God.
Right.
If I do not the works of my Father, believe me not. But if I do, though ye believe not me, believe the works, that ye may know and believe that the Father is in me, and I in him.
Right. Then you had Israelites, they couldn't even believe them simple words, man. That's why Yahweh Shah was talking to them in parables, man.
God.
Because they couldn't even get that, you know?
And it's crazy, but it shows that they weren't studying, man. Because he said, he quoted on Psalms 82.
Yeah. And 6, you want to get that?
Yeah. When they say, ye are gods, man. But you should die like man.
That's right.
With the book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 6.
Come.
I say, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High.
Hey, y'all know y'all nationality according to the Bible?
Hey, check this out.
We the real Jews that the Bible speaks of. You know that, right? We the real Jews.
You know, the real God's chosen people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, are God's chosen people. You are special unto the Most High God. Our job out here is to wake you brothers up to your nationality, because America is about to be destroyed in thermonuclear fire. In order for you to be protected in these race wars, you gotta know who your nationality is, and then once you know your nationality, you can keep the commandments of the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
You be out here with us.
You could be out here with us. Let me ask you a question, man. How did our forefathers came over here?
See, to be honest with you, I don't even know.
Slavery, right? Slavery, you know, it's recorded in the Bible. It was prophesied 2,000 years ago that our people was going to slave ships to America. Want to get that?
It's in the Bible.
It's in the Bible.
Y'all want to see it?
Yeah.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Let's start at 15, real quick.
15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, was Moses. Most High told Moses, if y'all familiar with the Bible by any chance? A little bit. Well, back in we was enslaved to the Egyptians way back then, right? So Moses walked the children of Israel, which would be the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, out of the land of Egypt, out of slavery, right? This time, we was in the wilderness, so the Most High gave us law, statutes, and commandments to keep. He said, if we keep these commandments, that He's going to put us high above every nation on the planet Earth. Because believe it or not, we're supposed to be ruling the earth, because we're God's chosen people. That's why you look at, you know, sports, who the best at sports? Black people, right? From the music, right? We the best at it, right? When it comes to anything with fashion, design, and clothes, who everybody want to dress like? Who the Chinese people want to dress like? Us, right? Who the white man want to be like? Us, right? That lets you know there's something special about us, but we don't know that we're special. But we're finna show you that we're special, man. Start at verse 15.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Come.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy God, to observe to do all His commandments and His statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So who's getting shot down in the streets and nobody doing nothing about it? Our people, right? Who hooked on drugs, right? Our people. Who has the highest abortion rate? Our people. That's curses that the Most High put upon us. And there's proof of that. And go to verse 54. This shows that this Bible is real, right?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54.
Gone.
So that the man that is tender and among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother and towards the wife of his bosom,
So
and towards the remnant of his children which he shall leave.
So that goes into single parent household. His eye shall be evil towards his brother, which means I cannot look at my fellow brother without him wanting to beat me up, kill me, or rob me. And he also said he shall be evil towards the wife of his bosom, towards his woman, and which he shall leave his kid. That's why you got single parent households. That's why people are plagued with that. You don't hear single parent households in the Chinese neighborhood, in the white man neighborhood. They got their dad in their lives. I grew up without my father. I grew up without his father. I'm pretty sure y'all got your fathers in your life. That's the curse, man. And
Proves you a Hebrew Israelite right there.
done. It's the icing on the cake. One of y'all got a dollar bill by any chance? You got a dollar bill? Let me show you something in the Bible.
You got one?
You got one? I'm not gonna take it, but let me just show you something real quick. Get that verse real quick.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Gone.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
He said, the Lord said He's gonna bring us into Egypt again with ships. The word Egypt in the Bible comes from an ancient Greek word which means Egyptos, which means slavery or house of bondage. So Most High said He's gonna bring us into slavery again by the way of ships, Egypt. So if you look on the back of your dollar bill, you see the pyramid, right? This letting you know America is spiritually Egypt because we was in slavery here. We still are enslaved now, not physically, but mentally, because we don't know who we are. We don't know that we kings and gods of the earth. They tell you you're a nigga. They tell a Hispanic he ain't nothing but a spit, he's a Puerto Rican. Whenever it say in the Bible that I'm an African American, find the word African American in the Bible, not gonna find it. And And that's why he said he should bring us to Egypt and gave us ships to read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman, and no man shall buy you.
So believe it or not, the so-called white man is your enemy. He said once we got out them slave ships, we're gonna be sold onto our enemies for bondman, which means slave man, and bondwoman, which means slave woman. So once we got those cargo slave ships, our enemies was gonna serve us. Sell us.
Yeah.
It's like it. Name one group of people that ever happened in history.
Ain't group of people that what?
That went on slave ships by way of
Ship.
yeah, went in slavery by way of slave ships.
Our people. Ain't no other nation on the earth that ever went into slavery but us.
And they suffered all of these curses. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get another thing, right? So in the church, they tell us that Christ is white, right? No, Christ is not white. In fact, Christ looked like you and me, that had woolly hair and a beard, that was dark skinned like Wesley Snipes. We're gonna prove that. First, give me Jeremiah 14:2. So I have to guess, like your father be a so-called African American, right? Well, you know, this the top tribe. This the same tribe that Christ come from. Yahushua in the Hebrew tongue that we like to say, but his name is, the world called him Jesus Christ, but we know in the Hebrew tongue that was his name. His real name is Yahushua Mashiach. Get that real quick.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
So he said the real Jews are in mourning. And the reason why we're in mourning because we get shot in the streets. Our women are dying from drugs. Our people are dying from drugs. We in the jail. We fill the prison houses. We fill all these things. That's a curse of the Most High. Keep reading. He said, Judah mourning, the gates thereof languish.
And the cry
Stop from the top again.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
They are black unto the ground, which means we come in different shades of brown. You look at the ground right now. If you dig, the deeper you dig, the darker it gets. So we come in different shades of brown. You read?
And the cry of Jerusalem is going up.
God.
And their nobles have sent their little ones to the waters.
No, that's enough on that. We're going to get one more verse before your brothers and then we're going to let y'all go. Give me Revelations 1:14. This is the description of your king, Christ, who the world calls Jesus Christ. But his real name, like we told y'all, is Yahushua.
That's the name. And that's the name you're going to be saved by, not Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Jesus is not the name. That's a Greek name. The Bible, let me ask y'all a question. What language did the Jews speak? The Jews in the Bible, what language did they speak? Did they speak English? Did they speak Spanish? Okay, they spoke Hebrew. So that's the devil. Because whenever we try to wake brothers up to the truth, you hear some distractions. Okay, so like I was saying, the word Jesus is not Hebrew, that's Greek. So how could a Hebrew man have a Greek name? And he spoke Hebrew. It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? So let me get this. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1.
So you start, the word revelation in the Bible means to reveal. So this is the revealing on how our King, Lord and Savior really look.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
So he said his head and his hairs was white like wool. So the hairs on his head and he had a beard too, was white and woolly. Name one people on earth that got woolly hair. Black people, right? You read?
White like wool, as white as snow.
Because he had gray hair. But the reason why it was white because he had a lot of knowledge and wisdom. He knew a lot. And also he was stressing because he was helping. He was out trying to save people and they was trying to kill him. So you know when you stress, your head turned gray. You read?
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Which means he had red eyes. When black people drink, our eyes turn red, right? You read?
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burn in a furnace.
So it said his feet. I left my wallet in the car. If you look at a penny, right? That's the color of brass. It says feet was like onto fine brass. So if his feet is one color, that means his entire body will be the same color as his feet, right? So it said as if it burned in a furnace, which means if you take anything and you burn it, what color is going to turn? Black, right?
Very black.
Very black. In fact, so Christ was a black man. This is written in the New Testament. You ain't not going to hear this in the Christian church, man.
That was Christ.
You're not going to hear this in the Christian church.
You say what?
Let me get one more, and then we're going to let y'all go. Go to Daniel 10:6. It's not written, it's written in the New Testament, and it's written in the Old Testament.
Well, let me finish this out. And his voice as the sound of many waters.
Which means he spoke with a loud voice.
You ever been by the beach? He had a loud voice. You could hear it from, in the parking lot.
He spoke like Mufasa from the Lion King. That's how he talked. A loud, deep, authoritative voice. Not that Charlie Manson, little faggot white boy they got, they say like, have him look here. No, Christ was, he was that. He was a warrior. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and another thing that proved that he was a black man is he died young. He died at 33 years old. Who died young? Tupac, supposedly, right? He died at 25. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black men die young. You know what I'm saying?
We get this real quickly. We're gonna let y'all brothers go. Just hope y'all brothers repent because it's about to be race wars out here. We seeing it right now. You know, so you gotta look at the news, man. You got all kinds of earthquakes happening, and it's all recorded in the Bible. The Most High said that was gonna happen because time is ticking. Christ is coming. He's gonna crack the sky with so-called UFOs.
Y'all ever see Avengers? That movie was that's talking about that's what the Bible they got. They took parts of the Bible. That's how they put that movie together, and that's going to happen in real life. Because what you're going to have, you're going to have the armies of the world. The New World Order is going to get together, and once the angels come with our Lord Yahweh Shai, they're going to fight against the Lord because they ain't going to know what it is.
And they show you this through the movies. Like y'all ever seen the movie Independence Day? Like these in the world times with aliens coming in, invading the country and all that. You know, they get that from the Bible. It's written in the scriptures, man. Hey, get Daniel 10:6, Salaki, get Isaiah 66:15. Just to prove what we said was about to just to prove that the Bible backs what we said.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 15.
Done.
And it reads, for behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
So the Most High is coming back, which Christ coming back with fire and with his
with his chariots like a whirlwind.
His chariots. The word chariot in the Bible means vehicles. So the Most High is coming back with his chariots like a whirlwind and fire, because that's how he's going to destroy America, is by thermonuclear fire. That's why the Most High used the white man to create the thermonuclear weapon for his own destruction. That's what's going to destroy America, is thermonuclear fire. And also Christ coming back and destroying whoever else is living. You read?
Salakia. To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Because the reason why he's angry, because he's, believe it or not, Christ, that's our brother. So imagine you got a big brother right here, and that's his little brother getting beat up, and like he's telling his big brother, like, man, they beating up on me.
He might be at work.
He may be at work.
He's like, just hold it down. I'm gonna come.
He's like, hold on, I'm gonna come. So when that big brother coming back, he's not trying to hear nothing.
Jumping out the car,
he's jumping out the car,
beating
everybody.
You know what I'm saying? That's how he gonna protect us, man.
He's coming back to kill everybody for what they've done to us. Believe it or not, we built every nation on this earth.
So he gonna kill everybody?
He killing. We didn't tell you that the so-called white man.
Devil.
For when they put us in slavery, they got to pay for that. Just like we have to pay for the sins of our forefathers, right? They took our granddaddies, they put them in slavery, right? Now, why did they do that? Because that was the sins they did, and it fell on us when they died. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you're going through what you're going through right now.
We're getting punished for the Most High because we his son, right? So like a father chastises his son, right? When you fucked up, the father whooped your ass, right? Most High does that on the spiritual level. That's why he put us at the bottom of society. That's why we're the first. That's why we're the last high in verse 5. That's why we got food stamps. That's why we on Section 8. We don't own the goddamn thing. Go to the gas station, we own the gas station. The East Indians, the Arabs.
They know who you are.
Auto parts on.
Hey, they know you the Jews.
They know who you
They
are.
know you
They're not
the
going to tell you
Hebrews.
who you are. Because they want to take advantage of us. The minute they know that once we all wake up and we come back to who we are and to our God, it's a wrap for this nation. Because believe it or not, we are the fuel to America. Without black people and Hispanic, America would collapse when they run out. Literally. It's the way we spend money. We spend money like it's nothing. Now who get paid off us? These heathens. Who own this food like that?
So-called white man.
So-called white man. Who own that health food right there? White man. Or another nation.
Who they pay taxes to then? If somebody black on there, I guarantee they paying taxes to the enemies.
Done.
The other nations. Man.
Who's patrolling your neighborhood with police cars?
Right, who set the police up to be out there, man?
How the hell a dude that live in the suburbs policing a neighborhood which you never lived in? These things y'all gotta think about, man. But with that said, bro, we're gonna let y'all go about y'all day, man. Just, check that fly out. We got our info on the last page. You only gotta watch our videos, but it's other brothers that's like out there teaching the same word that we teaching, man.
That's right.
You can follow them. Our main thing, we want y'all to repent, man. Stop eating pork. If y'all eat bacon, stop eating that.